Hello. We are live, weekly Monday live. I hope that's not too distracting. The people in behind us are putting in a new concrete patio, I guess. So it's been pretty noisy in our backyard area, but that's okay. So just waiting for it to notify everybody so that we can get started. I do this every single week. It is a live Q&A, so this is open to you to come ask questions, concerns, anything you want to know, you're struggling somewhere, whatever it is, I'm here to help you, or kind of just talk about what's going on if there's not a lot of questions and how to get started. But I do this, like I said, every single week. There's a comment box for you right down below. If you're watching this live, throw in your questions. I'll answer them live. If you're watching this as a replay, then obviously you can comment like normal and I will answer your questions. I answer everybody. I have spent a lot of time today answering emails. I don't know what it was the past couple weeks, but I have had a crazy amount of emails. And they just take the longest to get back to because you have to type out all your answers. I love where like Instagram, right? You send me a message and I can send a voice message. You just get feedback so much faster than writing out a really crazy long email. But anyways, let's get started. If you want to throw in the comment box where you're calling in from, again, if you have any questions, anything like that, don't be scared, okay? I was a teacher. I am so used to saying things like, there truly is no dumb question, right? We all start as a beginner. We all start clueless. We all start with no skills in this, no knowledge, zero experience, zero followers, all the things. So there is seriously no stupid question because we're trying to learn here. We're trying to figure this out. And how can you start earning money online, okay? Whether that is just some extra money you want to earn along your 9 to 5 to help pay off debt, help take an extra vacation, help buy organic groceries, help buy a bougie purse. Whatever your why is, you can do this, okay? You can start and you start by learning, okay? I feel like it's crazy because I always hear people like, but I still don't understand how to start. Okay, I'm kind of like, well, what answer are you looking for? Because I'm showing you how to start, right? If you comment ready, okay, or go to the link in my bio on anything, I send you a free digital starter kit. It is 12 pages, you guys. It talks about my story. It talks about the steps you get started. And then it also has a page for tools and resources to help you be successful at all price points. Literally anybody can do this, okay? Any price point, you can do this, okay? I also always get the question like, well, how much do I have to invest to start making money? And there's no answer to that, right? Because there are some people who invest just a little bit of money and they work their butts off and they kill it. There are people who invest a lot of money and then they're overwhelmed because they keep investing in things and they don't know where to go. So you have to find a clear path when getting started and just dive in. Go all in, okay? When I started, I give people this same advice of what I did. I found somebody that I was like, man, I like watching this person's content. Like, I'm intrigued. I can binge their page. Like, I feel like I relate to them. They are doing what I want to do, right? Making money online. They're now their own boss. They have time freedom, location freedom. That is what I wanted. And like I was saying earlier, you can do this to make extra money, or you can do this to make life-changing money, to be able to leave your 9 to 5 one day. You can scale this to whatever it is that you want to do. I obviously have scaled this to be able to leave teaching. I make 5 figures a month doing this now. I am my own boss. I travel monthly. I contribute to, it's just me and my husband and my dogs right now, but I contribute more financially than when I was just a teacher. I'm being flown out to events to speak now. Like, that is crazy to say. But again, I start rambling. I get excited and I kind of get off track of what I'm saying. But literally when people are like, how do I get started? Again, I was binging that person's content. I felt like I knew them, I liked them, I trusted them, right? I know that sounds crazy to say on the internet. That's exactly why I go live, so that you can talk to a real live person. This is literally like a FaceTime with me for free, jumping on a FaceTime to be able to see me, talk to me, ask questions. And I dove all in on what this person was telling me to do, right? I downloaded their freebie, I read it, and I could have taken it from there, all the information they gave me. But I'm a teacher at heart, right? I was an elementary teacher for 8 years. Education is something that I will invest in. Knowledge is power. And so I took the challenge that they recommended. I learned the skills. I continued to follow that path. I wasn't buying course after course after course. I invested in one and I followed what it told me to do. And that's how I found success. I have a lot of people that tell me, well, I bought all these courses. What do I do? And I'm like, well, you probably have so much information telling you different things. You're probably confused. So go back to the person that you originally connected with, right? Follow what they're telling you to do. Reach out and ask them questions. Okay, like I said, I had crazy amount of emails to get back to this past week. I always answer everybody though, because I know what it felt like when I started, and I used all of my resources. I used the education I purchased and I leaned on it. I went to those Facebook groups, those free Facebook groups they offered through the education. I hopped in others. I read, I researched, and I worked on it every day, whether it was just an hour a day to if I had more energy when I was full-time working. But I think the biggest thing people forget is working a little bit each day is better than nothing at all. My husband always used to remind me of this, because I'd be like, I only had an hour in me today and I didn't get done what I wanted to do on my to-do list. Okay, if you're a teacher, if you know teachers, anyways, teachers love their to-do lists, checklists. And I just was so used to accomplishing those things as a teacher. And so I would get really disappointed when I wouldn't. And my husband would be like, Stephanie, that's okay that you're not accomplishing everything. This is a new skill. You're learning something new. Like, that's okay that's all you got done today. If you put in at least an hour a day for 60 days, you will have 60 hours accumulated towards your business. And at least you're working towards a someday of being able to make that change rather than never, right? If I never started, 60 days later, I would have 0 hours towards my business, right? Anyways, so if you don't know me, as I've been kind of rambling about this, my name is Steph Bruckshaw. I was an elementary teacher for 8 years. I coached club volleyball for 5 years. So I'm a teacher, a coach at heart. I'm super passionate about helping people. Obviously, I used to work with children. I taught 3rd grade, 5th grade. I coached 18 and under 18. I coached 17s and 18s for volleyball. So obviously, I used to work with kids, but now I work with adults and still get to teach, educate, coach, and still change lives just in a completely different way. And I love that. I love teaching. I loved teaching. I loved being with the kids, but there were just so many things I didn't love about it. And I just didn't see working out for me long term. You know, I'm sure you can imagine, especially if you're a teacher, but just like the politics, the what's expected of you for how little you're paid. It truly isn't that family friendly of a profession. There's zero flexibility. So I was just starting to think, like, when we have kids, I'm not going to be able to do what I, want. Yes, we have holiday breaks and summer, but anything in the school year is zero flexibility. It's kind of crazy. I could go on and on. Teaching through COVID, if you were a teacher, if you were a nurse, you totally get that. Anybody truly, right? Anyone that you either suffered because you weren't working and that really sucked, and that's kind of when the digital world was exploding because people needed a way to make income, or you were working through the pandemic, which both were super obviously hard in different ways, but both were very hard. So the burnout was killing me. I knew it. I was unhappy. I suffered from migraines that would literally make me throw up. So basically I was in that rat race. I was getting up at 5:30 a.m. so I could get ready. I had a 30-minute commute. I wanted to get there early so I didn't have to stay late. And joke's on me, I usually ended up staying late anyways, because you have to do all of your work as a teacher to go to work, outside of work to go to work, if you catch my drift. And I would come home and I would either have had a bad day, I didn't want to be talked to, touched, you name it. I wanted to sit in the dark because I had a migraine, go to sleep, mindlessly scroll, watch TV, and it wasn't living to me, especially for only about $3,000 a month. I was just watching, started building friendships of people who were entrepreneurs and business owners, and they just had all this flexibility. And don't get me wrong, like, having your own business, being an entrepreneur is hard work, but you get to work around your life, and it's typically something you're a lot more passionate about, right? Like, I'm extremely passionate about this business. So I wake up excited. I get to wake up when I want, work on this business, live my life, and make more money. So I saw that in my friends. I saw that in my husband. He has a very entrepreneurial spirit. And I was just like, dang, like, I want to travel. I want to be with my kids. I don't want everything to be on my husband's shoulders. And so when I was mindlessly doing one of those scroll nights, I wasn't like looking up, I know you see a lot of stories, people are looking up, Googling ways to make money online. That truly wasn't me. It found me. It was literally like God was watching my misery, my tears, my migraines, everything, and truly sent this to me. And when I saw it, I knew that's what I wanted to do. And, I obviously chatted with my husband about it. I invested in my education. I started learning about it, and it just opened up a whole new world for me. I came out here because it's cloudy today. We had stormy weather, because usually we get really harsh, hot lighting in our backyard at this time of day, and the sun is starting to pop out. So, woo, there's going to be more clouds. It's a short one, but I'm like staring directly into the sun. Anyways, so I learned how this all worked. My sunglasses. And I was just blown away, because I was like, oh my gosh, this is how, I know we're not technically influencers. We have differences, but influencers do have that affiliate marketing side where they're promoting things, right? They have a link, you buy, they earn a commission. But I was like, oh my gosh, that's how my favorite influencer does that. Oh my gosh, that's how my favorite store does that. Oh, that's why they collect your name and email. Oh, that's why they do that. And everything just started clicking. And I was like, I am going all in. Like, this is what I'm going to do. Like, thank you, God, for sending this to me. And I just put my mind to it, and I was like, I'm going to work my butt off until I figure this out. Like, this wasn't even going to be an option. Like, my mind was set on doing this. Like, not a question of failure. And what is crazy is when I started, right, it took me longer. Now the education has changed a lot. You can get up, set up and running a lot faster. I also have a lot of perfectionism in me that I have to work through, right? Taking steps is better than perfectionism. That was a B. But it took me about 4 months to learn everything and set everything up. Like I said, you can do it a lot quicker now with the education they have available. There are a lot of bugs. And then I launched June 6th of 2023. I made my first sale in 8 days. I made my first 4-figure commission in 2.5 months. And I supplemented my monthly take home by month 4. I doubled at month 5. Now, those are my results. Okay. I am truly the person, when you put your head down, I worked at it every single day. I never missed posting. I rarely still do. I still post 3 times a day. I tried to do 2. The guiltiness, perfectionism inside me told me I needed to go back to 3. And I've missed. I'm not perfect. But I have so much discipline because I knew the potential of how this could change my life, and it has. And I don't teach anymore, and I contribute more financially, and I make 5 figures a month, and I'm being flown to speak at speaking events. I have my first one in September in Nashville. And I just want people to get across that this can be so life-changing, whether it's just a couple extra $100 a month you're wanting to earn, or if you're wanting to shoot for the moon to be the 5, 6, 7, 8-figure earner. And I know that sounds crazy, and I know it takes time to build, but if you put your mind to anything, you can accomplish it. I am a teacher too, and I completed the Business Builder Challenge and want to learn more, but I'm scared to take the risk. I want to ask you this, if you're still on here, okay? What are you scared of? What are you scared of? And don't be embarrassed. People are scared for all reasons. People are scared that it's not going to work for them, that they're scared that, and I'm going to debunk all of these, anything you're going to say too, that they think it's not for them, that they're too introverted, that they don't want to show their face, that they don't think they'll earn their money back, that they don't think, the list goes on. Why? What are you scared to take the risk of? If you completed the Business Builder Challenge, and succeeding, okay? So you took the challenge. Are you scared in investing more into your education, or are you scared to just implement what you're doing, the succeeding part? Okay. I'll talk about the not being successful, but I'm curious. Are you stuck on wanting to invest more, or stuck just even working? So if you don't start, you won't be successful, right? You're scared to take the risk because you don't think it will be successful. Okay. And so you're not implementing. Okay. Thank you. It just helps me refine my question or my answers a little bit better. So I want you to think about that. If I never even start implementing, then I'm not even trying. So then I'm not successful, right? You didn't even try. No trying at all. Not done. And you're a teacher. What do you tell your students when they're scared they aren't going to be successful with something? Whether it's a math problem, writing a paper, okay? We are educators. We literally preach this every day. Failure is okay. Failure means we are learning. I have failed at this a million times. Literally, I have had crazy things. What are some things I've done? So when I started this, I failed. I had my email campaign, and I have added several emails since then. And one time I was editing it, and it glitched, and I sent 17. The glitch sent 17 emails out to my entire campaign all at once. I had one of my friends, her name's Ashley, I've met through this business. She's like, "Hey, Steph, did you mean to send 17 emails out right now?" And I was like, "Oh my God, no, I didn't." And you know what? There were some people upset that unsubscribed, and it wasn't on purpose. I've sent an email out that says, "Hey, first name," before. I have recently, a couple weeks ago, I updated my freebie, right? So my digital starter kit. And then I went to update it again the other day. I had a couple things I wanted to tweak in it. I'm always updating it. So if you ever click on the link in that first email you receive from me, it's updated regularly. So I was reading it. I accidentally moved the pages out of order. So it was reading and it said step 2. And then the next page was step 1. And I was like, it was like this for 3 weeks. And I still made a lot of money. But that was so embarrassing. I looked so dumb. People were probably like, this girl can't even count. She was a teacher. And so you have to be willing, like what you tell your students, you have to be willing to start implementing what you learned, knowing you're going to make mistakes, knowing there are going to be parts that feel like you're failing, knowing there are going to be really, really hard parts. But each time you do something, each time you make a mistake, you're getting better. One of my husband's favorite lines is, if you put in an hour a day for 5 years, you are an expert in that field. Okay? And you don't even have to put in the hour a day. Maybe it's something you work on for 20 minutes. And then just so you don't get overwhelmed. Okay? But you need to start implementing what you learn, because if you never take the risk, if you never do it, you'll never know. And there's no way to not be successful unless you just quit or you don't even start, right? So right now you're not succeeding because you're not implementing, you're not starting because you're scared. And the more you do something, the more comfortable you get. Okay? You really, really do. Posting content at first is awkward, uncomfortable, it's hard. I don't even think about it anymore. I have spoken to virtual mentorship groups. I was nervous to speak virtually in front of them, even though I knew I was going to talk about. And I've taught in front of groups, obviously children, 10-year-olds, so teaching in front of adults is a little different. I was scared, but I did it, and I got more comfortable each time. I'm getting ready to take the stage in front of 200 people in September. Adults. Most people older than me to teach them about this. You think I'm not nervous? I have a lot of confidence, but I'm still nervous. And that means that you want to do well. And that feeling of anxiousness, nervousness, it's adrenaline. And it's adrenaline that shows you care, and it shows that you want to do well. And I think people's version of success in this is just making their money back right away, making money right away. And they forget to celebrate the little successes. I gained a follower today. And I reached out and I thanked them for following me and asked them why they're, told them about myself, asked them why they're interested. Okay. I got a like today. I got my first comment for my freebie. I got my first opt-in, okay, in my email campaign. And then, yes, I made my first sale. I made my first $1,000, $10,000, whatever it is. But the succeeding is everything leading up to the money. Okay. And we got to stop worrying so much about the money and start worrying about the helping people in whatever your niche is that you chose. And if you help people, if you keep going, then the money will come. But you have to show up every day. You have to be consistent, and you have to take this seriously. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you hobby money. You're doing this because you want to make extra money, because you want to change your financial situation, because you want to change your life, because you want to take control. Because what society taught us about going to school, getting good grades, getting a job, you've heard it all before. It's not the only way. Okay. And school systems teach that. And I didn't believe in that anymore. And I couldn't keep teaching these children you do projects. It's what do you want to be when you grow up? Okay. We need to start asking people, how do you see your life when you grow up? And then choose what's going to get you there. Okay. School systems are made to make you an employee. We are building people, workers. We're building workers. Okay. So just think about that. When you first started, did you sell digital products or promote affiliate links? So both are the same thing, right? Affiliate link is the link you get to promote something. It's your unique link. So when people click, you earn a commission. And I promote mainly digital products. So I am an affiliate for over 10 different companies that help you, and they're all digital. I have my own digital products I've created, like ones you download. So I've got some ones that are videos. I've got some ones that are PDFs that I've created to help people scale their business. I now do one-on-ones. I launched that actually at the beginning of this year. So affiliate links can be the same thing as digital products. Does that make sense? So a digital product is anything online, right? You took the Business Builder Challenge. That's considered still a digital product. It just kind of depends how you're asking that. But I started with affiliate marketing. I'm an affiliate for over 10 companies. I have several of my own digital products I've created. I do one-on-ones. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah. So, and I always recommend starting with your main offer, one main product first, get the hang of it, and then start adding them in. I was only an affiliate for like 2 or 3 companies right off the bat. And obviously as I've gotten better, I've added in more affiliate offers. I've created my own products when I knew what my audience wanted from me. And then I launched one-on-ones when I actually have had success and experience to be able to coach people. All right. Woo. Any other questions? And if you're interested, whether you're just watching, tuning in, if you want my free digital starter kit, just comment ready down below in the comment box. If you're watching the replay, if you're on here, you comment ready. It won't send it to you right away, but I will screenshot it so that you get it. Comment ready. You'll get my free digital starter kit. You'll get access to the challenge that, we are talking about right now. If you purchase the challenge through my link, you get tons of additional freebies, resources. I put you in an email campaign that sends tons of tips and tricks. I have a quick digital, starter checklist that gets emailed to you eventually in an email format. I have recently added how I structure my day. So building your own schedule to make this manageable for 1 to 3 hours a day. I have recently added how I keep track of all my affiliate all of my offers. All of that. You get tons and tons of free resources, and I am always there to support you if you get started through me, because again, I know how overwhelming this is when you get started. Okay. So for those of you that don't know, and again, if we have questions, use the comment box. I would rather talk to you and answer questions than talk to myself. So any other questions, throw them in there. I have had this cough for a month. I am over it. Over it. Whew. Any other questions? I'm going to just take a minute to breathe because I talk a lot and I talk fast. So I need some water for my cough that I need to go away because it's the longest ever lingering cough. All right. So I'll just keep chatting. If there's questions, let me know. I had a question today in my email campaign, actually. And so this kind of feeds in perfectly to what I was going to talk about next. But what affiliate and digital marketing is. And so those terms are used interchangeably quite often. I feel like someone was well, I was interested in affiliate marketing, in the email they sent me today, but now some of your emails say digital marketing. So I'm confused. Is that used interchangeably? And the answer is yes. Okay. Digital marketing is an umbrella term of the core 4 ways to make money online. And one of those is affiliate marketing. So affiliate marketing is when you promote other companies' products or services. And when people click on your link and they make a purchase, you earn a commission. What's really cool about this is obviously you don't have to create anything of your own. It's another company's product or service. It's already done for you, right? You get your own unique link, right? So someone clicks on it, makes a sale, you get that commission. Over 86% of companies have affiliate programs. It's over 100,000 companies that have them. So you can find one to promote inside your niche. And this has been around since the 80s. It's not going anywhere. Affiliate marketing is older than I am. And so here's a really cool example. It's just on my porch. It broke recently. We've been having rain and this wood part expanded and the candle shattered. So that's fun. But when we have this, it is one of those bug candles for your patio, right? So say you were someone who was just in this outdoor patio niche and you were talking about this candle. Well, I would probably tell people that keep it out of the rain. But if you were if you want a cute, honestly doesn't smell that bad, right? A cute candle to have on your patio that keeps the bugs away at night. People will be wow, that's really aesthetically pleasing looking. My patio's covered. I won't have to worry about this. Probably would not even show a broken product. Maybe this was a bad example. Anyways, you would show the product, talk about the product, and maybe you would have someone comment candle or bug candle or something, right? They'd comment a keyword. You'd send them a message with the link for this candle, right? Because you're solving a problem for them. At the end of the day, this is all about solving problems for people. And they're I have so many bugs when I sit outside at night. I need those things that keep the bugs away. Problem is solved. They make they click on your link, they buy it, and you will earn a commission. Okay, this is no extra cost to anybody. It's not any extra cost. They aren't charged more for buying through your affiliate link, anything like that. A lot of times we buy through affiliate links and we don't even know it. Okay, and what that is the company is obviously earning a sale, but so is the affiliate. They're earning a piece of that pie because they referred you to it. And that's really, really cool. And that's why people love affiliate marketing, because they're getting paid for those referrals. Okay. By showing you something they already know, like, use, and love. So that is affiliate marketing under the digital marketing umbrella term that you see used interchangeably. It's a win-win, because 40% of company sales are made online. So affiliates have so much opportunity out there, and ordinary people like you and me learn to do this, and we can make really good money just recommending other companies' products and services. And yes, like I said, digital marketing is that umbrella term, so it does expand if you want to create your own digital products, right? I know this girl who's made over 6 figures selling a $3 cookie recipe, okay? So it's just learning those skills, right? It's back to, how do I get started? I don't understand. Well, you got to learn. That's how we get started. And by learning, we start taking those steps that people like me are teaching you to do, right? We can't just be like, I still don't get it. Well, it's because you're not doing anything with what I'm telling you to do. So, but anyways, you can make your own digital products. You can do coaching and live events. But again, most people really are attracted to that affiliate marketing side of promoting other companies' products and services. And they're companies we know, and then maybe there's going to be some that you find. But literally, if you go to Google and search in a company name, a company you love, plus affiliate program, I swear it will pop up. Or it might say like partner with us or something like that. Sometimes they use different wording. Ambassador. But they probably will, okay? Obviously, I'm going to say some pretty common ones. They do have low commission rates, but Target affiliate program. Amazon, they call theirs associate program. Home Depot, Costco, right? They have affiliate programs, and they're things we already have, use, and if you pick a niche where it falls under, you can promote them. Okay? And you can get started doing this with literally, if you have no experience, no tech skills, no followers, because that's what the education is for, and it teaches you how to do that and how to build to that. What questions do you guys have? Sorry, my cough is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go live super long tonight. Any questions? Drop them below. If you want my free digital starter kit to learn more of the steps and get access to the challenge I've been talking about, you just drop ready and it will send it to you. I have a DM automation that sends you a message I wrote. It just helps me keep up with the hundreds to thousands of comments and messages I get a day sometimes, so that you can get it right away and not wait for me. Any questions, concerns? There are no dumb questions, so ask away. None? I'm just going to give you guys a second. I know typing in that little comment box takes a second sometimes. All right. Oh, love it. Thank you. Another question. How did you juggle the demands of teaching and starting out in this business? You have to give yourself grace, obviously, because you're juggling a lot. Yes, I knew what you meant. So you just have to kind of give yourself grace, and you have to dedicate, like you have to be really strict with yourself and at least set an hour a day aside. And so when you're full-time teaching, right, what does that look like for you? Is it that you're still setting up systems and learning? Or, hey, I have everything set up ready to go. I just want, to create content. And so what I recommend to you is block out however much time. I would say at least an hour would be a non-negotiable of working on your business. And then what needs to come first? Like I said, are we still learning and setting up systems? Maybe that's what you're spending your hour on. If everything is set up and ready to go and it's time to be launching content, emails, all of that jazz, then I would be maybe picking a batch day for content, okay, where you film a bunch of content. Maybe it's after school one night, maybe it's a day on the weekend. It doesn't have to be like just filming it all. You can edit it later, but just so you have a bunch of B-roll, okay? Or maybe that hour a day you're spending getting your 3 videos created, okay, for the next day. Always try to work a little bit ahead so you don't feel stuck. That's why I say create yourself a schedule. And I don't know if you purchase through me or not. If you purchase through me, then you will get an email about creating yourself a schedule. And I have a bunch of ideas in there. But obviously, once your business is all set up, the most important thing is driving traffic to your link. So making sure your content. That's still even my first thing. My content's what drives my entire business. So content is the first thing that's getting pushed out. And then I'm working on, hey, Megan. And then I'm working on adding emails to my campaign. So when I first started, my goal was to add at least 2 emails a week to that campaign, right? Because that's what's continuing once people are seeing your content and opting in. I obviously do a little bit more now because this is what I'm doing full time. So I work on my campaign for a full hour. But you took the Business Builder Challenge. You have all of those prompts so that ChatGPT can help you write those emails. Okay? The more you do it, it should just take you a couple minutes to write an email as you get better at it. And then obviously down the road, you will start getting comments and messages and a lot of things that you have to, I can just show you that you have to do. But what I will say is if you're setting up, that's what I would be working on in your hour a day. And again, it might take you more time to get there. But if all of this back end stuff is ready to go, now what my focus is creating content, adding emails to your campaign, and responding to comments and messages. And so this will be what you get in an email from me. Hold on, let me see. Oh, there we go. I think I zoomed in. Sorry, guys. So yes, I have a little bit of a cleaning schedule. We actually have a cleaning lady too, but I don't know about you guys, but cleaning is like my de-stressor. I'm like a clean freak, and we have 2 big bears. So, but as you can see, as I was talking about, like I created myself a schedule. I make sure I have my content ready to go. It's the first thing. If I have customers, I am moving them into the other email campaign because they don't care about the other stuff. And this used to just say answer emails and messages, but obviously I'm a lot bigger now. So I dedicate certain days to what platform I'm answering on. And then on Mondays and Tuesdays, if I don't have a one-on-one, I'm working on my email campaign. This used to just say for the week, add 1 to 2 emails to my campaign. My third, I encourage you guys to get comfortable going live because my third post for Mondays, what I'm doing right now, is my third post going live. Okay. And then I post 3 times a day. I move over my customers each day, and then I'm working on something. So how are you going to kind of dictate your time to make it manageable for you? Okay. But like I said, if you purchase through me, I send you a copy of my actually, I'll just show you. Here we go again. Let me just show you. Let me open it up. I don't want it to just be like, oh shoot, I zoomed on this. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I have a lot of tabs open, so it does take a second to load. Let's see. How I schedule my week. Here it is. Okay. So if you've bought through me, you will eventually, it's kind of a ways down in the emails that you receive from me, but you will get it. I recently kind of added it. So let me swap this over. So like I said, I literally say like, this is my weekly schedule. Okay. And then here's some ideas, right? Like obviously, like I said, mine's changed over the time as I've been doing this, but I gave a bunch of ideas. Obviously, don't limit yourself. It's going to depend on what it looks like for you. Then I say, now it's your turn. Use the blank schedule below to create a weekly plan that works for you. Okay. So I help you and I send you these things when you buy through me so that you can make a copy and then you can just work through them and create yourself a schedule that's manageable like you're asking right now. And I kind of just gave that all away. I know that's kind of one of my things I give away when people buy, but hey, it helps. And I've already showed people my schedule, so it doesn't even matter. But you just make a copy and make your own schedule. I don't know. Any other questions tonight? My voice is about to probably go. So I don't know if I've got much more in me. Any final questions? Because I'll probably end this a little early tonight just so I can speak tomorrow. I have a couple talking videos I have planned to do tomorrow. Here we go. At what point in posting on Instagram would you start promoting something you made to sell? This depends on what you're doing. So is it your main offer? Because your entire feed is typically promoting your main offer. And then anything I've created, I promote through email and my stories, because it doesn't help people if they haven't typically done your main offer. But if it's something you've created that is your main offer, then right away. Does that make sense? Like what I'm saying? So like when I started, like if people didn't start learning how to make money online, them buying something from me about how to grow didn't really make sense yet. And I tried that. I tried to just create a product and it was like, well, haven't really done much yet. And it flopped. So, like the lady I talk about, right? The one who's kind of in the cooking niche, she made a $3 cookie recipe and has made 6 figures from it. That was her main offer. And it was something she was really knowledgeable about. All of her content drove traffic to this cookie recipe. That makes sense. But if I'm an affiliate for a company and I just create these products and now I'm trying to push all this stuff before I figured out how to sell my main offer, it kind of muddies the water and confuses your audience. I made that mistake when I started, and we make, like I said, I was talking about earlier, we make mistakes and it happens and we learn from it and we're like, well, that flopped, that didn't work, that's okay. All right. Any final questions? Because I am going to get off here. I still have a few more emails I have to answer today. My inbox was full. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to post this replay. I share it here. I'll put my main page, Teacher to Marketer, as a collaborator. It'll be there. It'll be in my live replay story. I'll post it on everything else. Wherever you follow me, you'll be able to watch the replay. If you're interested in getting started, just comment ready for my free digital starter kit. It's great. It has tons of information. If you want to take the next step, I highly recommend the Business Builder Challenge. It's only $17, self-paced, lifetime access. Gives you all the steps you need, video series, tons of bonuses, one-on-one advisor. It's phenomenal. If you need anything, send me a DM. You get an answer a lot faster. I'm a little bit slower on my emails, but no matter where you message me, I always answer. I always respond because I'm here to help support you and be successful. Your success is my success. I'm a teacher and coach to the core. So if you need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Don't ever feel stupid for asking questions. It's new. It's overwhelming. I get it. I do. It's like, seriously. All right. I hope you have a great week. I hope by the next time we go live next Monday that this cough will be gone, but I don't know. It's been a 4-week cough hanger. But have a great week and keep working, keep building, don't give up. I know there's lows in this business, but there are also high highs, and that is all part of being an entrepreneur, and that is why it is so important to work on your mindset. Go watch old Wake Up Legendaries. Go watch their new YouTube channel on all their tips and tricks. They have been fire. Watch my content, join my lives, get in free Facebook groups, do whatever you can, because if you want to change your life bad enough, you can. Okay, but you have to be the one to take those steps and to ask those questions. You are the only person responsible for your success. You can lead a, what's that saying? I might be done tonight. All right, I'm gonna have to go because this tickle, I'm gonna have a coughing attack. Bye, guys.